Yeah, that was his name. A name that struck fear in the hearts of those that knew him. Yeah, Tony was a man with a troubled past. But he rose up quickly in the notorious Moretti crime family. He rose to become the very leader of the family, La Familia. But everything changed when he decided to betray the very people that he calls family. Tony grew up in the tough streets of Brooklyn, New York, Williamsburg area. He was always small for his age, but he was tough. He learned to fight back even against the biggest and strongest of bullies. And because of that bravado, he gained the reputation for his street smarts and his cunning ways. And now Tony's father, he was a small-time crook. He ran with a gang of petty thieves. But he taught Tony everything he knew about the criminal life. And it wasn't very long that his prize pupil, his apprentice Tony, was running with them all too. Yeah, Tony was a natural born leader, smart, fearless, ruthless. And quickly he gained the respect of the Moretti family. They rallied against him. He made them a whole lot of money and placed them as the family of power and of importance in their city. But just like anything, when you go up too quickly, when you rise too quickly, be careful, because as fast as you can go up, you can go down, down, down. You see, being a crime boss is different than anything else. Yeah, everybody wants to be at the top and everybody wants to be out front, but out front you take the first bullet. Out front you take the first arrows. Out front, everybody's always gunning for you. And so Tony felt the pressure of being out front. He made a lot of friends, but he made just as many enemies. One day, somebody came to see Tony. And they said, Tony, they're putting their head out on you. Tony went back home and he recognized that the very people that was going to put a hit out on him were the very people that he mentored. The very men, the very his soldiers who were now turning on him, looking for their opportunity and their time to shine. So Tony had to make some decisions. He spoke with his wife about what they could do, and she decided to start thinking outside the box. She said, I want to have a life. I want to have a future, son. I want a family. I want us to grow old together, to retire together. I want to be able to see you. I want you to be safe and sound. And so she did what, and he did what, only they could do. Tony had a change of heart, and he decided to flip. Tony realized that the life that he had been living was wrong, and he wanted to make now things right. He made the decision to turn against the Moretti crime family and become a witness for the United States government. Tony decided to enter into the witness protection program. And when Tony was placed in that witness protection program, he was given a new identity. He started out his life in a small town where, far away from all the dangers of his past. But so there's a problem. There's only so far that you can get away. And the Moretti crime family's reach is very far. The Moretti crime family was always watching, waiting for their chance to strike. See, the Moretti crime family could never forget about Tony. As though they tried as they might to track him down and to take him out. But here's the thing. Tony was ready for them. He was ready for him. He fought off his attackers and he escaped. He knew that he could never, ever, ever let his guard down, and he was determined to live the rest of his life out on his terms. Tony turned over a new leaf. As bad of things as he had done, his past, he decided would be the past. He decided that he would chart a new course. Tony. A man who rose to the top of the criminal underworld, only to betray those who trusted him the most. In the end, he finds redemption and a chance at new life. Yeah, that Tuesday morning, he had to go to court to testify against the Moretti crime family. And he enters into that court, and as Tony, the star witness, state's witness, walks through, you could hear a hush in the courtroom as he takes his place to testify. As he sits in that seat and is sworn in,
do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth,
you can see concern
and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
on the faces of the new crime boss of the Moretti family and the many other men that were sitting there. And for hours and hours, Tony laid out the whole organization, their criminal activity, the things he had been a part of, the knowledge that he'd held on to. He put it all out there. when he stood up to step out and walk out of the courtroom, he felt so free for the first time. Free to pursue this new life. Free to grow old. To love his wife. And to look for a hopeful future. And as he walks out that door, suddenly, the music plays. You hear a car driving by. Beautiful sunny day. And the song being played is California Dreams. Dream on, Tony. Dream on. Go strong.